Battle control initialized.
What's up, guys? It's Black and back with some more Combined Arms content. We have some more of the round one knockout games going on. This time we have Sinjul. He's going to be playing as Harbinger 31, and Inno, he's going to be playing as Traveler 59. So this is some screen on screen violence. I know there's at least a few people in this community that are all for all the Xenos killing each other. This map is Cronsberry. I want to say this is Pink Bomb map. Very weird map. You have 3 tip trees on this side, only 2 here, but it's really like terrible to expand this way first. If you do, you kind of have to place your ref out here because there's really not a whole lot of tip there. A lot of this is obstructed by like the rocks and just like there's a bunch of gems, so you're not going to get a whole lot of tip growth at all by the time your expansion goes, and this is not a whole lot of money. This side on the other hand, like you got a whole lot of tip here and a little bit here, but your refs are going to be really poorly placed, so you kind of have to like double ref here just to, you know, get some decent timing on there. Both these players probably going for double ref. No, looks like Sinjul is going to go for a War Tractor first. He already got his oil derrick. Inno also got his oil derrick, and just being careful right now, sending those warriors back home. Starting eco on this map is pretty big. You got a pretty big tip patch here and then a little bit smaller one here, but like I said, after that your eco just kind of completely dries up. You can kind of expand here after you go here, just get this closer, or you can kind of just like drop a ref somewhere around here and long distance mine a little bit. I think long distance mining honestly a little bit better, especially in Combined Arms where you really only have that one MCV, so you're only ever building when your MCV is deployed. So building that ref, having a long distance mine a little bit more, is probably a little bit better, rather than wasting that time, getting a little bit closer, but then you're not like building tech structures in the meantime as well, which if you're like sitting here, you could probably build a few extra tech structures and then crawl over here. Or if you come down here, like you're gonna have to place a ref and then immediately crawl over here, so it's just gonna slow down your tech. And tech is huge in this game. As I say that, we got our first gun worker coming out from Sinjul. He's looks like he's probably gonna go scout with it. I mean, you do have to be somewhat scary against Traveler 59. They do have lacerators, which just belt harvesters, like 3 of them will 2 burst a harvester, I'm pretty sure. Where you're going down, I don't think he saw too much at all. No, he sees 1 ref there. That is not a good scout. Would be nice to see the 2 refs there, but kind of expecting at least 2 refs here. If you saw 3 refs, that would be something kind of strange, but you don't see that too much either. And this gunwalker just gonna poke out with a little bit of engineer, a little bit of warriors, not engineers, and up to 3 harvesters here. So kind of a little bit interesting. He went for the gunwalker first. I mean, maybe he is trying to get a scout in there, but or he's worried about a lot of infantry first. But I mean, again, double ref army will absolutely wreck the gunwalker by itself. You're gonna need the extra warriors from a double ref just to make a gunwalker survive a little bit longer. They are really effective against infantry and air. They're like probably the best anti-air unit in this game that I feel like, but they can get easily overwhelmed just by all the warriors. Inno is gonna lose this oil derrick. He's being very defensive, which is, when I played him in my group stage, it's kind of what I figured him to be. He's super passive. But he's like not like the I'll never attack you. It's more of the like I'll let you make the mistake type of passive, which is definitely a big swing of different things. Not Mercury in his harvesters over here. Looks like Sinjul is not really Mercury in his harvesters as well. I feel like Mercury and harvesters in Combined Arms can be kind of weird. You definitely need to, otherwise they'll like constantly want to soak on these little tip patches and like leave these nice juicy ones, but it's also like really weird because I feel like sometimes it's hard to notice when the tip patches are full. It's not like ORA where it's a lot more obvious, like this tip patch is full, this one's definitely full, but this right here and this one, I don't even think those are like mostly saturated. I think they got like 2 more growth cycles in them. As I missed something down over here, but nothing too big. Inno is going down, just kind of like expected, and Sinjul is also going down. He's also placed his drone colony ship rather very far across, which is not a bad idea, you know, it just gets you to this a lot closer, but oh, you're just doing the same thing. So maybe these guys know something I don't know. Ooh, a Seeker and an Antelope right here. So that's kind of a weaker hard busting combo. Seekers are very fast. They are the Lacerator equivalent for the rest of the Screen faction. Lacerator is the Travel Only 9, but this is going to be nice for like armor, because these will go to like, well, I mean everything will go to plasma cannon, but like a gun turret or a laser turret, pillbox, something like that, more effective against the Seekers than they are against the heavy armor. But Inno is going to be able to push that. Just got a few pokes on the harvester, nothing big at all, and he's up to 5 harvesters now, probably 6th one coming out here. Oh, and a quick tier 2 transition. Alright, so I kind of missed that. Dark in your tank, these are super annoying to deal with. Corruptors are also super annoying to deal with. This is such a strong combination right here. The Storm Rider could be pretty good if it gets all these rockets. He's poking a little bit more. This combination here is definitely very interesting. It's a little bit more sustainable, but again, you don't have the speed. This isn't quite as turreted as the Secret Tank. But oh no, this attack completely missed. That is going to be trouble for Inno, or Sinjul rather. There's only, looks like 5 rockets there, but man, he's not target firing them. He's going to lose his nerve center. Oh, that's a big blow. And both Storm Riders go down. Ah. That is unfortunate for Sinjul. He's going to lose his entire main base. Looks like he's trying to poke up here and attack here in the meantime, but Inno is totally prepared for this. This attack, I don't see it going well at all. Not really target firing with a Corruptor, and he doesn't even kill that Pops Turtle. Finally gets it on the way out, but again, at the expense of his whole base down here, he's going to lose his War Factory, Gravity Stabilizer, both the strength and everything. That is probably it for Sinjul. Just kind of caught out of position here. Still got a little poke over there, but again, losing everything. That Gunwalker just chilling in the back. Trying to get that Gunwalker out of there, but he probably should have just let it attack. And yeah, he's got a few units left, and Inno has more than enough. Did save the Harvesters, which is nice, but he is down to 3 Harvesters on 1 ref. It's looking pretty bleak for him here. Probably going to get one more Storm Rider out and instantly shot down. Oh, no, it's going to live for now, but losing that Corruptor really sucks, and he's going to hurt his own units with that radiation. But Inno should have more than enough here. 24,000 to 12,000 loss, so army values are pretty close, but that destroy loss is looking solid in Inno's favor, and Sinjul has nothing to really stop this. There's still another army here too, and he's just slowly getting whittled away. 1 plasma cannon, well, that might make a difference, but there is a lot of rockets there, and he's gonna just instantly target that ref, not even get one more Harv load off. Oof. That is him being broke, so he's gonna have to sell if he wants to get another ref out. He's not even trying to build one. Might lose his colony platform here. It's going to be pretty close. There's a lot of juicy rockets, though. He can easily micro out. Oh, I think he's barely going to save it. Had one more air unit. Might go down. But, oh, nope. The Devourer's not going to get there. Leaving 2 warriors, that might be scary. I think they can actually out-repair him, especially since he has cash now. He's going to try to build that ref. It's going to take him a little while. He's going to have to rely on these bounties. Trying to crush the warriors. Doesn't crush them, but gets them off there. But, has all this. I think that is it. He can definitely withstand this. He's got 1 plasma cannon, 2 plasma cannon. That is all he needs. And these warriors just being absolutely ruthless. Down goes the portal. Advanced power plant going down to... I don't even think he can build a power or a Rax without a regular power plant, so that is unfortunate for Sinjul, and he is defeated. So Inno looking really strong. He was really strong in our group matches. He's gonna go up 1-0, and we'll be back for game 2.
Battle control initialized.
All right, we are back here for game 2. Sinjul has randomed into Arc this time, and it looks like Sinjul is sticking with Harbinger. Harbinger definitely one of these stronger Skirn factions. I think Elect Traveler is pretty decent. Collector is kind of eh, and Reaper is definitely kind of eh too. But I mean, Skirn overall is just pretty strong. Their tier 2 units are super good. We are on Onyx. It's interesting to see this map have like some sort of revitalization. It was what, a 2016-17 map from Eskimo, I want to say. That is quite old in RA lore, at least in like the OpenRA side. Ooh, what is this? 3 Grenadiers coming out for Inno? Okay. I think I've seen him do this a few times before, and it's been really effective. It looks like Inno is going for double ref this time. No, sorry. Sinjul is going for War Structure first again, and Inno is just now getting that ref out. So actually, this isn't even War Structure first. This is a rack skip. And he is trying to micro the Tiberium a little bit, but I've noticed this as well too. Sometimes your queued orders just don't get followed, and your ref or your harvester will decide, wants this piece of tape, whatever. not the hugest thing in the world, but it can be annoying when that little piece is like just not worth it, or if they get like multiple ones where it just ignores your Q. I'm not sure if it's a CA bug or an RA bug. I don't think I've seen it happen in RA, so definitely kind of weird. But these Grenadiers are going to be absolutely brutal unless he goes for a Gunwalker first. He's going for a Seeker Tank. Oh no, this might be it right here. These Grens are going to go in pretty much unopposed. Definitely easily get that power plant. They won't even have to worry about the Seeker Tank because it's probably going to go straight away on this rally. We'll have to see when he sees it. Oh, Seeker Tank's going away. Now he sees Grenadiers. There's no response yet. Nope. And that power plant is down. Oh, that's so brutal. He's going to probably lose this ref too unless he pulls a Harvester. Can't even build a defense now. He's got 15 seconds left on that Seeker Tank, man. Just the one Seeker Tank too. Sells the ref. Does he have enough money? Yes, he does have enough money. But man, those Grenadiers being way more impactful than they should have, and I'm pretty sure the same thing happened to Sinjul in his Milkman games. Milkman managed to kill like power and his only ref again, so maybe Sinjul a little bit weak to these early Grens. I mean, that is usually a problem with War Factory first, but sticking with the Seeker Tanks, he's got 3 of them now. I mean, I guess might as well try to put some economic pressure on because you're real in a deep hole here. Only problem is Inno went double ref, so he's gonna have this infantry army. Probably has the defense ready, and yes, he does. So does get the engineer there, which is nice. See if he can keep rotating these Seeker Tanks out. They do a decent amount of damage to infantry, to be honest. It's just you kind of have to keep moving. They will eventually succumb. You can see they take a bunch of damage just to 3 rifles stacked on top of each other right there. Another ref comes out for Sinjul, and he puts this on the backside this time. I'm not sure it really matters. This is maybe a little bit more closer to being engaged if Sinjul is pushing. Oh man, there's another Grenadier, but he has a warrior, so he's alright. 3 Seekers out, and yep, Sinjul has enough. Although rockets don't really do a whole lot to light armor here. It's really all you want is rifles. Or like a tank does really good against light armor, but tank projectiles are also slower, so if you miss, you miss. Seeker taking out 1 rocket and going straight for the power. Okay, I don't mind that at all. He's gonna put a low power briefly. If he can kill that power plant, that'll be pretty good. Guardian drone taking chip out of there, but Seeker tanks I think will definitely beat that. Forces a ref cell off there too, and he's still low power, which is quite nice. He's building another power plant. He is building another power plant, so this little poke holding off, but I see Injo is also camping here, but oh, he's got to be careful of Viceroys. And I think Sinjul has just the army there. Yeah, that was not a good time to attack. Oh man, all of his units getting critically down there, low. Gunwalker will be able to take care of that. Oh, and a plasma turret, and there is the Viceroy. So pretty much everything that could go wrong went wrong there for Inno, and he's still getting pressured back here. But so far, nothing really critical loss. 1 ref. Ooh, forces out advanced guard tower. I'm not sure what happened to that first one. It just didn't track, but managed to get one of those Seeker tanks. They're gonna force themselves onto Molderic. Not a bad idea. 1 Guardian drone out still. I think the other one went down. But forcing out the advanced guard tower was definitely big. A guard tower itself would have probably been more than enough to deal with these. Probably gonna get this if he really wants to stick around, but I think he's better off just rotating him away, trying to lose him in the fog of war. Tier 2 out for Inno as well. But he's pushing a little bit too hard, and there's a lot of gunwalkers. These gunwalkers definitely going to take care of those quick detachment infantry, and looking a little spread out just from this constant harassment. Found himself down behind, and I thought for sure this game would be over after that power plant snipe, but Sinjul is just pretty resilient so far. Harvester, I don't think it's going to get away. 1 more burst and it's going to go down. Oh, they just lose target, but man, everything's going down for Inno. He needs another. He's got one ready, and there it is. But he needs to target those Seekers, and he's focusing on the Gunwalkers. Oh, I don't like that. Just kind of chips away at a little thing. An SD would be amazing for Inno or Sinjul. I don't know why I keep saying Inno. But Sinjul's gonna move all the way across. That is bold. He's still on 3 Harvesters too, so this is quite expensive. Got his tier 2 out. Going air against Skirn is never a good move. These orcas do not last very long, and Gunwalkers are such a critical part of a Skirn army that it doesn't make sense, unfortunately, which is really unfortunate for GDI because GDI has really good air. Orcas are pretty good. Warthog is absolutely obliterated infantry. And I don't think Inno or Sinjul knows that there's a MC there. He's barely gonna get that away. Unfortunately, he also misses. There's a drone ship there. A little Guardian drone poking at the Harvester. It might actually get it. There's not a whole lot here. And he's building Ravagers. Which do not deal well with a armor. They're a very good anti-infantry unit, but I think Inno's in a lot of trouble right here. Does not have a whole lot to deal with this. And he's pushing those tanks out. Fortunately, no intruders here, just a few Ravagers, so he's got something, but yeah, you can see those Orcas being pushed away. Gonna reveal the colony platform, but I think Inno just doesn't have enough to deal with this. He needs an MRLS. He needs to not build an Orca right now. One Orca already going down. Oh, now his infantry is gonna get cannibalized and perfectly surrounded there, and pretty much instantly deleted. Last Gunwalker goes down, so this Orca might be a little bit more effective, but there's plenty of disintegrators. And that Orca is in range, and it's going to go down in 3, 2, 1, gone. And that is it for Inno, so kind of a weird game 1 and game 2 so far. I don't want to say it was a throw by Inno. I really just good hold by Sinjul and keeping the pressure on somehow. But I definitely think Inno just made some mistakes here. Like I said, going to air against Scrin, not a good idea. Building these AGTs over just regular guard tower, a little bit too expensive. I think it'd have been better just building regular guard towers and not moving just to here. Trying to go, I mean, he kind of got forced away here because Sinjul was camping there, but yeah, that was rough for him moving an MC out, especially as the heck came in. He kind of needed defenses there, but that's going to even up, so we're going to jump into game 3 now. Alright, we have the siding game between who goes into round 2 for the knockout round. Sinjul once again sticking with Harbinger 31, and this time Inno picked Mark. So we got a nod versus Gridmere. I feel like this is an interesting thing. Mark's got the cyborgs, obviously the Acolyte Venoms, which Venoms are good, but man, Apaches are so good. That is definitely the best anti-infantry unit for aircraft. Frenzy is a decent support power, makes you like shoot faster, but you take more damage. Subterranean Strike, it's kind of like a paradrop or a reinforcement call from GDI, but it just comes from underground. Quantum Capacitors, definitely good for Venoms. It's like a must-have, but it also benefits Obelisks. You just don't see a whole lot of Obelisks. Banshees, you don't see a whole lot of those. Temple Prime Discount, that's kind of like eh. So Harbinger, Puzzler Swarm, yeah, that's definitely a good support power. Kind of like nerfs infantry and shreds them. Ruiner and Darkener. Darkener definitely really good. Ruiner, I'm kind of ambivalent about it. It's a good tier 3 artillery unit, but like it's not my favorite. Never started Warship, again, not super important. They're like very niche. They're like actually really good on Onyx. You can just kind of sit on those cliffs and poke away at your opponent's base if they expanded it across. But the Rift Generator, yeah, we're not going to see that in too many 1v1s either, so we're on Krakow. Inno pushing out, getting that engineer in. Looks like Sinjul's trying to hunt for that engineer, but not finding it. He went all the way down there and grabbed the bottom one. That's kind of interesting. Oh no, there's 3 flamethrowers right here too. There's nothing in Sinjul's base. He does have a plasma turret ready, but man, if he places down here and those flamethrowers come in, that could be so bad. He needs to rotate some army back, or at least start pushing on Inno to maybe make him reconsider. Right now, he's just kind of bleeding warriors, but he does hold off on the plasma turret, which is nice. And he is going to get those flamethrowers, so that was huge. I'm not sure if he anticipated that there was speed of flamethrowers just from last game or not, but that was very lucky at the very minimum. This portal should be okay. You could probably just build another plasma turret if he really wants to, or a Gunwalker will definitely take care of that. Looks like he's doing a little bit tit for tat here, camping some of those. 1400, 1300 loss, so he's actually pretty even. This Gunwalker will definitely put him ahead. Like I say, he needs to get on a source a little bit there. He's not in super danger of losing that portal, but it's always a little bit scary. Did hear that there was a plasma turret that got put laced down here because I heard the laser sounds. So we're now at 2,000, 1,700 loss, so pretty much all things evened out there. I think Inno might be a little bit behind now. He's up to 2 harvesters, but Sinjul has the 1 Gunwalker out right now. Inno does have both these old Erics in the middle, which is nice. Sinjul does have the one, so he's only down by one there. Let's have to see what he's doing now. He's building a harvester, and Inno is building bikes, so he's going to keep on the economic pressure, maybe relying on these these old Eric income. Not opposed to it, he just needs to be very careful. Again, plasma cannons are so goddamn good. Just 2 of these will stop down bike rest pretty effectively. If he loses these for nothing, that'll be really bad. Fortunately for him, Screen doesn't have a whole lot of like fast rush stuff outside of Seeker Tanks and Lacerators. But Tier 2 is definitely where they kind of shine, and Tier 2 is already out. We're, well, 10 seconds left, but we're almost 4 minutes into this game, and Tier 2 is coming out. That's just kind of crazy. Sinjul gonna quickly move out too, and he's moving out the wrong way. You definitely want to go north, because you can just place a ref here and then instantly move across, place a ref here, and that kind of covers your half of the map very well. Leaves these 2 trip trees a little exposed, but I think that's better because you get 5 just in here. Sinjul gonna start pushing, try to focus on that old Eric, also scouting with the Gunwalker. These bikes are sitting in decent position. Shouldn't lose a harvester, but they are going to be able to poke there. Plasma cannon is just a little bit out of range. Have to see how quickly Sinjul micros away this harvester, which of course is not happening. And if this harvester goes down, that'll be huge. Oh, it's going to go down. That is unfortunate. One more burst, and it's gone. Ouch. He's going to be down on 2 harvesters now. I think that was Flamethrower attacking that Gunwalker. But man, oh no, this harvester also in trouble now. Sinjul, you gotta pull it away, please. He's pulling it away, but these Ravagers are decently effective against spikes, but man, I think he's gonna get it. Oh, doesn't commit. And that bike is gonna go down, but 2 bikes for 1 harvester. This one pretty much on its last legs. That was definitely worth it. So I think Sinjul is in a really strong spot right here. He's got another ref out. Needs to transfer one of these harvesters probably, but he's gonna be okay. Losing 1 old Eric, so it's 1-1 apiece right now, but I don't know. I think Sinjul is in a really bad spot. He's on 2 harvesters. That's just not enough to sustain. Finally got a 3rd one up, but I think he's just going to get out ecoed. I'm sure if I take a look at the economy. Earned is 25, yeah, 26, so that's 10k more earned. That's just going to be harder here. That said, this tier, like 1.5, 1.2 or 0.0 army, going to be decent. But he can't lose this armor. That is what's going to keep him alive. And he needs to stay away from this MC. These laser turrets are going to matter. Attacking here would be really good. That'd force Inno to retreat. Got it from that airstrip in his hand and nod. That could give you an opportunity to poke here. Some intruders down here would be really good. With that said, I think Inno is just in too strong of a position. His economy is rolling too well, although he's super close to broke. As I said, he goes up, but yeah, his army values, actually they're pretty close to army value, so it's 7,000 right here, but 9,000 right here. If this goes really bad for Sinjul, I think that'll be it. Gets the power plant for free, but he needs more than just these 2 Darkeners, I think. This artillery, not good yet, but the Ravagers are caught out. Oh, they're all going to go down. Just 2 Ravagers left. Can't really use the Darkener tanks as frontliners. They're not that great, but they are super great on the retreat. Such great Crichton units. He's going to try to pull out here. And I see that he's staging an attack on the bottom right there too, but Sinjul just losing a little bit too much there. That was pretty much all his army. This is not what he needs over here. The Corruptor will be good for the base defense, but not going to really hurt those harvesters at all. Looks like he's finally up to 4 harvesters too, which is decent, but he's going to want more. Oh man, every warrior he loses here is super significant because now, is just screwing all this and just diving him. He can pressure right here. He doesn't really have to worry about too much about this. A few bikes honestly would take care of that. Maybe 3, or probably needs 3 light tanks because these are so good at hiding. But I don't see a way that Sinjul can hold on to this. He doesn't have any anti-armor. It's all anti-infantry, which is great for this big lot of infantry, but he needs more than that. He's going to get a harvester. That is going to be nice. So Sinjul being a little bit lucky. Well, he can't lose this Corruptor. That is like his one lifeline. Plasma Cannon going to be pretty good, but there's artillery too, and those will wreck the Plasma Cannons. Oh, he might get another harvester here. It's going to cost him a Darkener. Oh, barely misses it. Try to get out of dodge. Unfortunately, that is the worst possible pathing right on the tank. It's like it's shooting itself. And I think those 2 light tanks are probably going to be enough to hunt it down. That is just unfortunate on that pathing. That's some classic OpenRA pathing. It's not like you did anything wrong, you just happen to pick the exact wrong cells to click on. I feel like that is quintessential OpenRA stuff. You know, I'm going to rotate to the top here. I think this is a great choice to go away from that MCV. Sinjul's got tier 2, but air's not really what he needs. He needs more infantry. He needs some intruders. And he doesn't have any intruders in this composition, which is not good at all. Power gonna go down here. I'd love to see that Storm Rider target anything but the tanks. His artillery are probably your biggest threat, honestly. Oh, a little detachment getting cleaned up. Yeah, there's a lot of armor here, and you don't have any really anti-armor, but... Oh, the Buzzer Storm could be pretty good. But man, that artillery doing so much damage. Oh man, just 2 artilleries they're absolutely wrecking. That was a pretty good hold by Sinjul. I just don't know if he has enough. Inno's still got a small edge in army value, but... Oh no, there's more bikes down here. And now you're gonna get... I think there was 2 harvesters there, so... This harvester is definitely under threat. He's back down to 2 harvesters again. Poor Sinjul. He's just... Bike harass is too strong. It's not the flamethrowers or grens, it's bikes. It's definitely one of not specialties. They're such a good, like, harass faction. Bikes kind of perfectly hiding too. They unfortunately cannot crush, so they will not get slowed down by these fences. They will just path around them. You have to see how 2 bikes do against Darkener. I would expect the Darkener to win, just because these are light armored, but... Sinjul pushing out here, unfortunately. All that goes down. Does get a big chunk of the infantry, but not enough there. Lots of the disintegrators picked off. This bike's just flirting on the outside of that plasma cannon. Finally gonna find that harvester just as it goes back. And they're just probably gonna sit and wait, because why not? Storm Rider coming out here, probably gonna see how dire is starting to look for Sinjul. Vetted up bike 2, just poking away. Now the second one's gonna come in. Oh, I think this harvester is gonna go down. One more burst, and gone. And that is it. He's down to 1 harvester down here again, and it is that super low health one. So somehow this one being the trooper that survives. Flame tanks coming out here. That I mean, they're a decent anti-infantry. Really good for buildings too, obviously. Better than artillery because not as vulnerable, but definitely have to be careful, especially with the Darkener tanks. That'll quickly melt those flame tanks. But I think as it stands, oh no, of course, there's a tank flank down here too. This harvester finally gonna leave this world, I feel like. Nope, this harvester tanking for him. I love it. But you know, retargets there. Goes down. Darkener goes down here. And I think this is gonna be it for Sinjul. You know, is looking too strong in this game. 17,000 to 7,000. Flame tank's gonna absolutely cook those warriors. That is it. Oh man, those Darkeners slowing down the flame tanks, but all the infantry goes down anyways. Portal goes down. I think the last harvester went down there as well. So that is definitely it for Sinjul. He cannot hold this. Great play by, you know, just kind of keeping the economic harass up throughout the game. Sinjul tried his best to do something, but just wasn't enough here. So Sinjul's going to take this one 2-1. He'll move on to the second round. Sinjul will go down to the loser's bracket, which, with anything I've seen about this tournament so far, loser's bracket, winner's bracket doesn't matter. Every game is going to be tough. Every series is going to be tough. So we'll be back with some more RA or Combined Arms next week. I haven't quite decided, but that's going to be it for now, and I'll see y'all next time.